Dinosaurs is very underestimated, and honestly, I really want to talk about this. Like, I really do. Especially in the Jurassic Park franchise and the Jurassic World franchise, I do believe that dinosaurs were really underestimated, if not some of them overestimated. Let's start off with the Pteranodon, for example. The Pteranodon cannot pick people up. Like, it's been proven time and time again, the Pteranodon cannot, like, pick people up. It can probably pick up, I would say, maybe like a small dinosaur, or maybe even like, I don't even know, a child, right? But a grown ass man get picked up by a pteranodon is absolutely impossible, and I believe it's because it's only meant to pick up fish. So honestly, seeing that type of stuff in the Jurassic Park, Jurassic World franchise, I just kind of laugh at it and I say, oh, here we go again. Obviously, I love the movies. I just don't like how they underestimate and overestimate like a lot of dinosaurs. Another dinosaur that they overestimate is the Mosasaurus. Now, here's the thing. The Mosasaurus was fast, but I actually believe, and it's been proven time and time again also, that the Mosasaurus cannot jump over water. It can probably give itself maybe like an inch or two over water, but it's been proven that it probably had like a thick, like a bit, like big belly probably. I feel like it was kind of like a whale-like and something like that. So I do see it like where, because it was so heavy, it can't really jump. But I do believe it swam really fast. And honestly, seeing a Mosasaurus in the Jurassic World franchise is kind of funny. But in reality, I don't think it can jump over water trying to capture a cow. However, I do believe this. The T-Rex was so underestimated and so annoyingly underestimated, I was really angry, especially in the Jurassic Park franchise. So, if you guys don't know, pretty much a T-Rex skull can bite down almost 400 pounds or a car. Now, here's the thing. This is a skull we're talking about. Now, don't forget the muscles, okay? Because what I mean by that is if you take a human skull, it really doesn't show very much. It only shows your teeth, your face, and that's pretty much it. It doesn't really show like how like the bite power. You can only guess by the skull. And if you look in a human skull, I can guarantee that a skull, like if you try to guess the bite power per human, right, an average human from a skull, you can probably underestimate it just by a little bit. Especially how fast they run when you see their legs and how they're made of. Some people run slower, so something like that can be a little bit underestimating. Now, for a T-Rex, I don't believe the skull is just the only part that was underestimated. I also believe when it ran, it was underestimated. The way it was built, it literally felt like it was supposed to run fast. Faster than 40 miles an hour. Literally faster than you can ever run with your own car. Like, lordy lord have mercy, bro. You get chased down by a T-Rex, you're fucked. You're gonna go over there by a T-Rex, you're gonna be running 40, 50 miles an hour with your car. I believe a T-Rex can just run at you like that. And the reason is because of the hind legs. And here's the thing though. If the hind legs were that heavy and that strong, imagine the muscles that was not showing. Like, because obviously when you're turned into a fossil, you don't see the muscles. And we just have to assume what the muscles look like. And the crazy part is, imagine the T-Rex muscles with the freaking, oh my god, that's crazy. Imagine the muscles. Just imagine like how heavy the muscles is. You have to also understand there have been T-Rex footprints. Yet alone, imagine the muscles impacting that heavy footprint. So when the meteor hit, right, like you could see the footprints. And here's the thing, I actually believe that footprint alone is just so, I don't know how to explain it, but like the T-Rex footprints were so heavy, it did literally impact the entire, Earth. Just the T-Rex alone, that footprint, like literally lasting millions of years is crazy. Now, I don't know if we've discovered smaller footprints, but the thing is, I highly doubt so. If not, I probably a couple that in there. And I think the reason why the heavier it is, obviously the bigger the impact it's going to be, because it's literally like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's so heavy, like you can't really like get rid of it unless you just put a whole bunch of dirt over it. And so imagine a T-Rex footprint, literally hunting. It's meant to hunt big dinos. It's meant to hunt almost any dinos. And it's one of the most heaviest, if not the most craziest dinosaurs ever. And the T-Rex alone is not only one of the most, I think, under-exaggerated dinosaurs. I do believe the T-Rex not only ran fast, but I think it literally ran faster than like 90 miles an hour. And I also believe it ran faster, it literally bit down faster more than 400 pounds, per bite. And the reason is because of one simple reason, and that is literally because of their muscles that's not showing. I believe that we're just seeing it literally just as a fossil, but if we imagine the muscles itself, I do feel like that it's like literally itself is going to be even like just more powerful than we might imagine. That alone, imagine a T-Rex running, and I do believe it can literally outrun any cage. Like, I think that the T-Rex is just so underestimated. It's just so underestimated to the point where it has to be in order for the movie to like work. Another problem I have with Jurassic World, the game, and keep in mind I absolutely love it, is the freaking Indominus Rex. I love the Indominus Rex. But what I don't like about it, it's actually very underestimated. Imagine a Velociraptor, okay? Again, Velociraptors, I don't feel like they're really underestimated. I think that their speed could be underestimated. I think a T-Rex was faster than a Velociraptor, but like in general, I do feel like the Velociraptor could have reached around 65 miles an hour. Literally just showing how the bones look like and how they were meant to run. I do feel like they would probably run around 65 miles, 70 miles an hour, just really fast dinos. I think the T-Rex could probably kill off the Velociraptors because the speed and the strength, the more Velociraptors, the less likely, obviously, the T-Rex will win. But keep in mind, I think the T-Rex is one of my favorite dinosaurs, and also the Velociraptors as well. But keep also in mind this, okay? An Indominus Rex mixed between T-Rex and Velociraptors. Velociraptors, I also somewhat feel like I said, I don't feel like they were underestimated, but at the same time, because of the muscles, and we don't know really how fast they went, we're just guessing on the bones, I think it could probably be underestimated. And because that alone, I literally feel like the T-Rex, yes, the T-Rex and the Velociraptor, if you combine them into the Indominus Rex with a little bit chameleon DNA, I think that was actually underestimating the Indominus Rex power, because the fact that it got destroyed by the T-Rex towards the end, yes, spoiler alert, it got destroyed towards the end by the T-Rex, obviously, yeah, I don't know how that works. You have to understand the scary part about the T-Rex and the scary part about the Velociraptors is we don't know their true strength. And imagine combining both of them, and there they are, one of the most powerful creatures in the entire, universe. Making an Indominus Rex that's even larger than whatever shows to show how powerful, dinosaurs could be. And we don't even know it, right? Now, another part I don't really like about the Jurassic World franchise, I know they kind of touched on it for 5 seconds, but the Utahraptors. I think it was in Jurassic World 2 or 3, I don't remember entirely 100% sure, but the Utahraptors is actually faster than the Velociraptors. I've read it in books too, so I don't know what books it is. I have it right here. It's probably in this book right here, or it's probably in, hold on 1 second, right over here. I think these are the 2 books that I have. But it's either in this book or it's probably in a documentary I watched. But I've actually heard that some scientists believe Velociraptors and Utahraptors, the Utahraptors could probably win against the Velociraptors. And Lord have mercy, again and again and again, imagine a Utahraptor, chasing you. Now, here's the thing. There was a little bit of scene on it. And the thing is, I hated the fact that the human actually escaped. Because it was plot armor. And the thing is, the Utahraptor should have easily cooked her. I mean, sure, it was probably kind of stupid, but you have to understand the speed and the power it is. And mind you, they have claws. I forget to mention this. Even the claws, we don't know how powerful they are because of the muscles that, was attracted to it. So, yeah, I do think that Jurassic World, the game, and if not Jurassic World in general, it literally underestimated and sometimes overestimated the dinosaurs. And don't mention me about the D-Rex or the Indominus Rex, or no, I said Indominus, Indoraptor. Indoraptor and the D-Rex, oh my god, I'm done. I do this almost every video, just leaving the screen, but I'm seriously done. What? So let me just tell you before I have a stroke here, okay? So the freaking D-Rex and also the Indoraptor is probably one of the most underestimated dinos also. the whatever dinosaur it's called, the Indoraptor. Let's talk about that before the D-Rex. The Indoraptor literally looks like it can defeat the Indominus Rex, the T-Rex, or any other dinos. Literally anything. I also believe it can also destroy the Velociraptors, and I don't know how in the world the Velociraptors destroyed the Indominus Rex. Yes, spoilers alert. But yeah, destroyed the freaking Velociraptors, and like, no. The Indoraptor got defeated by the Velociraptors. I think. I'm gonna look it up 1 second. So basically, I was right. It was defeated by the freaking Velociraptors. It was Blue, basically. And don't get me started. How in the world did Blue defeat him? And like falling down from it should be no problem. Keep in mind, a T-Rex is very powerful, and an Indoraptor is literally an Indominus Rex versus another creature hybrid mixed together. You get the Indoraptor. And you have to keep in mind the Indoraptor is so strong too. Like, I believe it can probably even match almost 200 miles an hour as fast as it can, simply because the Indoraptor just looks like a menace beast, an unstoppable beast that nobody can destroy, even if you literally bomb it. Even the D-Rex. How does the D-Rex get defeated? I don't know how. Dude, I watched the movies. The only movie I remember towards the end is the Indominus Rex. I don't know how the D-Rex got defeated, but let alone escape. I don't think they got defeated, but the fact that like they escaped is crazy. To be fair, yes, the D-Rex actually did look a little bit slower, and yes, the D-Rex kind of looked like it could survive a giant bomb, if that makes sense. But lordy, oh my god, I feel like I'm being annoyed right now. How in the world did they escape? I have zero clue. Keep in mind the D-Rex is actually kind of mixed with the T-Rex, and also, like, that giant, sure, it could be a little slower, and I don't know its abilities, but the fact that they escaped is kind of impressive. I mean, overall, I do feel like dinosaurs is very underestimated in books and actually in anything. And I feel like if we ever bring them back to the real world, I do believe we will find out ways and we will find out the true power of these dinosaurs. And it will be nothing like we expected. I mean, for God's sake, a Brachiosaurus is so powerful and it's like almost, 100 tons? Or a Mamenchisaurus is like 400 tons. Crazy ass freaking, like, it can destroy anything. And they eat a lot, and like they have the like loudest whip. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. So no, I do feel like just anything like this, like any dinosaurs, is very, very underestimated, and like it's kind of annoying too, just seeing them run. I do believe if dinosaurs like really do come back, I do believe humanity will not be extinct, but we will be endangered. Because we will actually underestimate these dinosaurs, and we would be going so far as trying to kill them, and will be literally impossible to. No matter what gadgets, I don't care if you're talking about 1,000,000 years from now, I don't think the dinosaurs could be like stoppable, like if you really think about it. I mean, I believe hybrids could exist in the future. I mean, look at what we did with like animals nowadays, so probably, yeah. But the fact that dinosaurs actually exist, it like existed, and we trying to bring them back, it's kind of crazy. I do believe somehow, some way we will bring them back, and I also do believe, I like my hypothesis with this, I think around 2050, we'll find a way, like a 100% way, but I do think it will take some time for others to be like, should we bring them back? Should we not? Should we? You know what I'm saying? This is actually what I generally believe, because I do believe we're really, really close, literally copying dinosaur DNA and making them. And if not, if we can do that, we can also make other creatures and stuff like this. I mean, listen, you can call me crazy, but here's the thing. We can change your gender. We made AI, for God's sake, the AI literally looks like me. If you literally make just a copy picture of me, boom, AI. By the way, I don't have your consent whatsoever to do that. So yeah, 100%, I don't trust AI when people make AI videos. We have like telephones. We have crazy AI detected bombs, for God's sake, where it will literally detect where you're at and just bomb that place, which is crazy. We have so many inventions. And I don't know how people think that I'm crazy when I say, for God's sake, we might bring back the dinosaurs. Hell, we can even now literally regrow teeth. Yes, scientists actually figured out how to regrow teeth. And that yet alone, we're doing some crazy stuff. So yeah, I do believe dinosaurs can come back, and I do think it's around 2050 dinosaurs came back, and the reason is because it will take some time, but the fact that we're getting closer and closer is crazier than you can ever imagine. And why 2050? Because I do believe around there we'll have a lot of technologies, and we might actually underestimate ourselves way too much, because the fact that technology right now is growing, imagine 20 years from now, it's going to be crazy. With giant illusions and stuff like this, it's absolutely insane. Like, I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not kidding. Like, I absolutely love it. The fact that we can literally now just do so much things, and I can see dinosaurs coming back. But before we do, we gotta understand, how can we keep these little giant creatures, and more importantly, what should we do with them? Again, I love dinosaurs. I love the way that they think, they move, they run around. Honestly, book is awesome. I love them. My favorite book is actually the one that's standing right here. You won't be able to see it because then you're literally, my face is gonna like look like this. So like I don't want showing you my face. But my book is actually underneath this, kind of like putting my phone in an angle. But there is a book about dinosaurs right now that's literally like holding my phone right now, and you won't be able to see it. I might show it in a future video, but I'm not gonna do it. But it's actually my favorite book. It has 1,200 different dinosaurs. It was actually written in 2024 in an accurate position. But this book, it has almost 1,200 dinosaurs, almost every recent dinos. We discover new ones every single day, and honestly, I do feel like we will underestimate these giant creatures, and once they leave the land, and if we ever bring them back, we are 100% cooked. We just gotta know what we are supposed to do. But listen, I do believe dinosaurs, hey, why not? Dinosaurs will be brought back soon. I also believe, because of the crazy stuff that we have today as technology in general, I think dinosaurs won't just be brought back. They will be 100% accurate no matter what. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I absolutely love dinosaurs, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, boys.